So I haven't done a video in a couple of weeks. And by a couple, I mean, I think it's actually been 3 weeks. But who's counting, right? I'm struggling with my mental health. I guess I should clarify that. This whole COVID-19 thing hit. And I'm not handling it that well. I always knew I wouldn't do great under pressure and in crisis situations, but I feel really fragile, and I hate that. I don't like feeling this way, but I can feel myself. I can feel myself going deeper and deeper into a depression, and I can't really do anything to stop it. The whole world is kind of falling into a depression or becoming obsessed with TikTok, which might actually be worse. I'm not sure. But yeah, so things that I've noticed, changes in me. I have zero motivation. We've been given the okay to work from home, and I just have stopped caring. I can't read or write or, I don't know, even watch TV. I haven't watched anything on any of the streaming sites like in weeks. Since this whole thing started, I can't focus, I can't concentrate. I'm bursting into tears randomly, sometimes for no reason. And these are all classic symptoms of me going into a depression. So I talked to my psychiatrist about it, and she's adjusting my antidepressant. But what really helps me most in times like this, in times like these where I am feeling that depression, is to surround myself with family and friends. And that is not an option right now because we are quarantining. And unfortunately, because of my living situation, I'm basically quarantining alone. I don't have any social connections in this house. And it's a lot harder on me than I would have imagined, especially, I think especially because I don't have that like work connection either. I used to be able to go into the office and converse with people, and I was friendly with them, if not friends. And now I don't even have that. It's just me FaceTiming my mom 17 times a day and trying to contact my other friends. But most of them have kids, or they have, you know, actual hobbies, or they're also going through their own depressions. And so we can't just like run around checking on each other all the time because we're too depressed. And I understand that I'm still relatively better off than a lot of people. I'm still working, I have a place to live, I have supplies, I'm not running out of anything, and more importantly, I haven't caught the virus. I've had no symptoms of the virus, and I've been able to pretty much shelter in place. The only times I leave are to get food or Starbucks, and I know it's not the greatest idea, but you have to understand that I don't really have access to the kitchen, so I can't cook for myself here at home. And also it's the only time I get out of my house. I tried going for walks a couple of times because that has helped in the past, but this is the time of year where my asthma is typically really bad. It's like now and September, October in the fall when my asthma is just the worst. So I have tried going for walks and even doing little dance parties in my room, but it's not helping. So I didn't do videos for a couple of weeks. I thought it would help for me to talk it out a little bit here. But the truth is, I don't have the motivation or desire to be creative. I want it. I see all these people taking advantage of this time. Even the people who are working from home, like, you don't have that commute anymore, so you have more time at home. But I just can't. I struggle to get out of bed every day. And even in the middle of the workday, I will take my 15-minute break and stretch it to like half an hour and take a little nap because I can't, and I've stopped caring. So I don't know what the solution is to this. I don't know how to make it better when my biggest wellness tool, being around people, is not an option anymore. But that's where I'm at right now. That's the honest truth. I don't know. I don't have any answers. I don't know what's coming next. I don't think these shelter-in-place orders are going to be lifted anytime soon. I think at the earliest maybe September, and we're in the middle of April now. So I hope I'm wrong, and I hope it's sooner in a safe way where we're not spreading the virus around even more and causing more death and devastation and loss. But yeah, I don't see this ending anytime soon. I think part of the solution is to get out of this house, and by that I mean moving. So I'm going to start looking for a place to move to, which is not easy because we're in quarantine and I can't really go around looking at different places and talking to different people like I normally would. But this house, I just don't feel comfortable here anymore. There has been a lot of drama that I don't want to get into on the internet because it's not really my business to tell. But I don't feel at home here, and it's been a year, and by now I should, and I don't. So it's time to move on. It's time to make some changes. Maybe it'll help. I don't know. I need to figure things out. So I guess that's all I have to say today. I have more things that I wanted to talk about and that have been floating around in my head, but honestly my brain just doesn't work. I can't focus on anything other than like watching Colleen Ballinger's YouTube videos. So that's sad, but also true. And that's where I'm at right now. I don't know. I'm trying to keep making videos at least every other week. But I can't make promises because there's really nothing for me to talk about. I don't really feel like it's the appropriate time to talk about a lot of the other stuff that I've been wanting to. Not necessarily because of the political or social climate, but because my brain just is foggy and not clear, and I don't know how to, I can't even remember the word that I'm trying to say. I don't know how to put it onto paper or into words or into a video. And I don't anticipate that changing anytime soon. I don't know, maybe when my new dose kicks in, my brain will be ripping and raring to go. But until then, I think, I don't know, maybe a break. Who knows? Okay, that's it. I'm gonna stop rambling now.